All right. Good evening, afternoon, morning, wherever you may be in the
Yep.
world. Ladies and gentlemen out there in YouTube land, I am Deleted Scenes. Next to me is, of course, the host and creator of this program, Outlaw Bill.
Hello,
And
everyone.
hello, yes. And today's film is The Edge from 1997. Stars Anthony Hopkins, Alec Baldwin, Harold Perrineau, LQ Jones, Elle Macpherson, and a couple of other faces that are familiar. And, we're going to point out as the film goes on. This is based on a screenplay written by the Pulitzer Prize winning playwright David Mamet and is directed by Lee Tamahori, the director from New Zealand, who unfortunately passed away. Actually, not too long, like a few months ago. Um, so this is when this movie was kind of made into his kind of big heyday, where he was like hit after hit, or at least movies that were doing pretty decent. Uh, I do want to say hello to a couple of people who have joined us here in the live chat. Our favorite Snorter Poopus Cuber.
Hey, how? Daniel Berry Sports Highlights.
Yes. Bigaford Entertainment has also
Hello,
joined.
Biggerford. Good to see you, man.
All right. Please don't forget to hit the like, share out the stream.
Yep.
You can join us on Cosme. The link should be at the top of both chats right now. All right. So, film basically is you have a millionaire who has a much younger wife. She is a fashion model. She is being pursued, shall we say, by a kind of smarmy photographer who's played by Alec Baldwin. And they, by chance, wind up on the same plane. The plane crashes out in the middle of the wilderness. And they now have to survive the elements, each other, and a very hungry bear. You know, who's
Yep.
but rather interestingly enough, the bear's not the biggest problem, as you'll see as the film progresses. All right, let me get over to Cosme there.
And you're gonna love this service because all you have to do is heat up the meals.
Are we ready to go?
We are ready? Yes.
Okay. Here we go.
Yeah. The tagline is, "What if your worst enemy was your only chance at survival?" Movies rated R. Runtime is 1 hour and 57 minutes. Just the old 20th Century Fox logo.
I remember when this one came out, a lot of people talked about it after they viewed it, and like, you got to see this movie. You got to see this movie.
From the producers of The Untouchables. This film is available to rent and buy on YouTube, also Google TV, Apple TV, Fandango at Home, and Amazon Prime, starting at $3.99. It is also obviously available on physical media as well.
Alec was still a skinny guy here.
Oh yeah, yeah. This is a nearly 30-year-old movie now. Holy
Yeah.
smokes! Mark Keeley did a lot of TV. 90210, Brooklyn South, billionaire. Yeah.
A billionaire. That's 4 commas,
Billionaire.
folks. Four
Yep.
commas. We're only boarding a very small plane. You know, what's the worst thing could happen? Hey, Orville Nation and Inspiration
Oh,
TV. And Andrea Block. Good to see you. We just started our feature. We're only about 4 minutes, 34 seconds into it. So you could join us. Link it is at the top of our chats.
and of course, you got some familiar names behind the camera as well. We have, like I said, as well as David Mamet. We also have the cinematographer of the original Predator. Um, we have the costume designer from 12 Monkeys. L.Q. Jones, veteran character actor, mostly westerns, and we saw him on Western cinema in The Wild Bunch
Mm-hmm.
as one of the bounty hunters. Yeah. He's the only one who studied. Really?
Yeah, never run from a bear. A bear doesn't want to shake your hand. Snort up Ripper says anti-bear propaganda.
Oh,
Oh yeah, she was very
oh
honest.
yeah.
She was on. She addressed many young men's bedroom walls, and thank God Sports Illustrated for the swimsuit edition. That that was not a good joke. When you poke the bear's gonna poke you eventually. Never poke the bear. Yes, Dora Purpose. Good one, Snorter Poopers. We'll just go and find him in a wilderness of thousands of miles, hundreds of miles. I love the wide pulled back shots showing how vast the forest and the mountains are. I think you were in for some good, really good cinema photography coming up.
Oh, well, why not? Why? So the movie can happen. Oh.
Yeah.
But weren't they just warned about all the bears? Hey, shut up.
Oh, don't you fret, Snorter
Oh.
Poopus. Hello, LDG. Good to see you, my friend.
Remind everyone once again to please follow along with us on Cosme if you're watching live. Film if you're watching this later, the film is also available on Fandango at home as well as Amazon, and is available to rent and buy right here on YouTube. And of course, there is a physical version if you can find it.
Oh, there's glaciers in the background.
Hmm.
Wonder if this is in Canada somewhere. The plot thickens. Bird,
Bam!
birds, bird strike. This is just what they were talking about. A worst fear, bird strike at 28,000 feet. Oh, they're so screwed. That water's so cold it probably give you hypothermia in about 4.5 minutes. The pilot's gone. So is most of the plane. Oh, you hit his head.
Yep.
Took the note off the door. This note? Oh, yeah, that note.
Excuse me.
You can navigate by the sun. I always like traveling south. Feels like I'm going downhill. This prequel to Lord of the Rings is weird. I hear something. There's something here with us. What could it be? I think it is Barrett.
Yep.
That bear could smell him. The bear smelleth maneth, and now maneth runneth. Run away! Run away! Run away! Hello, Lieutenant Gargantua 91. Welcome. Snarl Pooper says the bear was played by the late Kuzun Like
Yep.
Cousin Bart in one of his last roles.
Bart the Bear.
Thank,
Yep.
thank you for that. Snortopupus. The oldest guy in the party is leading the party. Like, how come you youngsters can't keep up?
And of course, Bart was the same bear that they used for Legends of the Fall. It's also in
Great Outdoors.
Great Outdoors as well as On Deadly Ground, among others.
They went in circles. Yeah, you know, you do a bunch of lefts and yeah, you're just doing circles. You walked in one giant circle. We're men. We'll forage for food. Our ancestors did it. We can do it. Just because we're modernized doesn't mean we're hopeless. Plus, you'll have a weapon against the bear if he should attack. I'd rather have a stick with a sharp, pointy end than just my Johnson in my hands, you know?
Yep.
Sorry, Snowbird Poopas, but if I have to defend myself, I want at least a sharp, pointy stick. But, you know, Snowbird Poopas, don't worry, brother. You could probably knock me down with one swoop of your paw, and I would be bear food. I'd be good eating too because I got a lot of meat in my bones. I'm just trying to add some humor here, guys. Come on.
Yeah. And hello to Connie Cleary.
Hello, Connie. Our rock star. Fellow supporter. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. You sharpened a stick and you nicked an artery,
Mm.
I think. When you go to sharpen a stick, sharpen away from your body, not towards. But what do I know? Oh, don't worry, Connie. It happens. or they freeze, or they nick an artery.
Yep.
There's multiple variables. Oh, oh. Guess who's coming to dinner? Unfortunately, deleted scenes has been left. He just got eaten by a bear.
Racist bear? Okay. No, okay.
Oh, Steve, you're alive. I thought you
Probably
just got
what they
eaten
would
by
say
a
now.
bear, man. Sorry, folks. Wrong, Steven. When bears are hungry, they're hungry. They'll take anything. Plus, they got to fill themselves up before they start hibernation. Hibernation. Be very, very quiet. We're hunting squirrel. Well, this would take the rescue rabbit. The squirrel will do. Where's Eddie? He usually eats these things. One little squirrel. You forgot your squirrel. Are you joking, Charles? So how is it, Mr. MacGyver? How do you make fire from ice? He's a billionaire, and he's a glass is half empty guy type of guy.
Yeah.
I like this guy, Charles. He's an outstanding fella, and he's a billionaire. We're gonna spearfish. Trout. Trout's good eating any kind of trout. Guess who's back?
Oh, poopy.
You never run from the bear. You never run from the bear. No good can come from it. A bear, you can't outrun a bear. It runs on four legs.
Snorty, talk to him. Tell him that we mean him no harm, and go away.
I'm thinking Charles was just thinking, maybe we should build one of that deadfall thingies. Anything in our arsenal to help even out our odds. Let's not forget, we're supposed to be top of the food chain, not part of it. Two heads are always better than one. Two minds. It's two men versus one giant bear with a hunkering for human flesh. Yeah, I don't think so, Professor. We're not falling for it. We're not falling for it. This bear is no Teddy Ruxpin. Or Ted or Yogi Bear. Uh, And this is why you gotta love Anthony Hopkins, man. A certain sort of flair he brings to each role. But is he being Anthony Hopkins or is just a good actor? He can smell you. He's got a better sense of smell than you do. And whatever you do, don't rub honey on yourself. you're just you're just asking to be barefoot if you rub honey on yourself.
Hey, I'm going to kill the motherfucker.
Now that's inspiration, folks. Now that's pure inspiration. Give it up to Charles the billionaire. If that doesn't motivate you, I don't know what will.
And hello, Lady Mist. Oh,
Now you pissed it off. You pissed it off.
Hey, when I get down there, you two are over. Okay.
Where are you guys going? I love this game we're playing.
Yeah.
If I catch you, I'm gonna eat you.
Oh. Funk. In Korea, spear would not break.
Bear meat.
Survival of the fittest.
Should have taken more than just one claw. He had two, a bunch of claws. I got a best spare jacket.
Uh-oh. Devastation. No, 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 you are not in sentimental value. That's Stone Skarsgård. Eh, not quite.
He forgot about it.
Yep.
You have a spike through it.
City folk.
So why do you help a man who is trying to kill you?
Cause.
Yeah.
Principle.
Yeah. Damn, if there was only another grizzly who would come and eat this guy. Poor Steven, he didn't need to be eaten. This
No, he
guy
didn't.
probably did.
Yeah. True enough.
This could have worked on Western cinema just as well.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. Bob's gone.
Bob's dead. Ammonia. The cold. The cold.
Whoops.
That was good.
All right.
Okay.
That was The Edge.
Yep.
Shall I consult the scrolls?
Consult the scrolls.
All right. The Edge was released in the United States September 26th, 1997. Approximate budget of 30 million, going on to gross more than 43 million around the world. It was nominated for 3 awards at the 2020 Awards in 2018. Best Actor for Anthony Hopkins, Best Picture, and Best Score in a Drama. It was filmed between August 19th, 1996 and November 22nd, 1996. Filming locations included the Yoho National Park in British Columbia, Canada, Thunderstone Quarries Limited, Alberta, Canada, Fortress Ski Resort in Alberta, Mount Engadine Lodge in a word that I'm not going to begin to pronounce, Alberta, Canada, where Green attempts to flag down the helicopter and Morse consoles them during the mountain meadow. Spray Lakes Day Use Area, Alberta, the Mountain Lodge exterior facade. Lake Day Use Area, Alberta, climatic rescue sequence on the Lake Peninsula. Allocom Studios, Edmonton, Alberta. Banff National Park, Alberta, Canada. Canmore, Alberta. Edmonton, Golden, British Columbia. And Mount Assiniboine in British Columbia. And stop at the French! I can't pronounce it. All right, moving on to the trivia. Bookworm was considered as a title for this movie. Other titles considered were Wild, Wilder, The Wild, Into the Wild, Wilderness Now, Dead Hunt, Dead Fall, Edge, On the Edge, Bloody Betrayal, and The Bear Roared. Robert De Niro and Dustin Hoffman were considered for the role of Charles Morse. Sir Anthony Hopkins had to brush with death during filming in Alberta. He was taking painkillers for a neck problem, fell in the river, and didn't feel how cold he was becoming until he began to suffer from hypothermia. He had to be rushed to the hospital to be treated. He was suffering from a slip disc throughout filming and incorporated the pain he felt from this into his performance. The movie inspired a highly successful television reality show of the same name in Brazil, where participants were selected from normal people, including executives, graduates, and clerks, left in a wild and deserted area of the Brazilian landscape, and had to survive using techniques similar to the ones mentioned by Morse in the film. The rifle they find in the house is a Winchester Model 1886 45-70. The de Havilland Canada DHC-2 Beaver used in this movie is the same one used in 6 Days and 7 Nights. It crashed in both movies. The knife that Charles Morse carried in this movie was made by Brian Little. The blade length was 3 3/4 inches with mammoth ivory scales. Throughout the course of this movie, Alec Baldwin says the word Charles, which was the first name of Anthony Hopkins' character, at least 87 times. One of Bart DeBear's final acting roles before his death on May 10th, 2000, at the age of 23. Ray Liotta, Richard Gere, and John Travolta were considered for the role of Robert Greene. Bart DeBear has roughly 4 minutes and 37 seconds of screen time. Underwater plane scenes were shot at the Edmonton Kinsman Sports Center's dive tank. In his memoirs, Alec Baldwin put much of the blame for the movie's underwhelming performance at the feet of the director, whom he believed watered down David Mamet's script and was more interested in action than character. This movie was shot in Alberta, Canada, in freezing conditions. Elle Macpherson was required to perform one long scene in a Native American getup of beads, feathers, and suede loincloth. You rehearse with a coat on, then you have to take the coat off, she says with a mock shiver. It feels the coldest under your arms. You don't want to uncover your arms again. Working with Baldwin and Hopkins made up for whatever physical hardship Macpherson had to endure. Baldwin, in particular, went out of his way to offer the actress some words of encouragement. Alec pulled me aside and said, "Don't give up, girl. Just keep going because you could really do some interesting stuff down the line." Uh, Filmed in Mount Assiniboine Park on the border between British Columbia and Alberta, the scene where they are hiking up to the pass in order to be spotted by rescuers is a popular hike known as the Nublet, and Mount Assiniboine is seen in the background. According to Bart the Bear's trainer, Lynn Seuss, Anthony Hopkins performed many of his own scenes that he shared with Bart. One of only two original screenplays by David Mamet that he did not also direct, the other one being The Penitent. All the other films he wrote but did not direct it, but adaptations of novels, a TV show, The Untouchables, plays, usually his own, and real life events like Hoffa and Assassination. In the case of Ronin, he rewrote someone else's script under a pseudonym. The book Anthony Hopkins' character reads is into Watts by Croy. It's a real book. It was the prop made for the film. The Croyle is a reference to character Lee Tamori's assistant, Derek Croyle. There were three copies made for film, one of which was lost after the shot where it slowly sinks to the bottom of the lake. For all chase scenes where the bear is seen breaking branches, twigs, small trees, etc., the material was made out of breakaway balsa wood. Several trainers were strategically positioned around the perimeters where the bear had worked. The area was checked and cleared of all debris hazardous to the bear, and moss and sawdust were layered on the ground to cushion his footing. Stephen comments, "Brothers don't last long in situations like this," foreshadowing when he gets killed by the bear. Charles, Robert, and Stephen come across their original fire after walking for days, meaning they had walked in a circle. In fact, humans have a tendency to walk in circles over large distances due to the fact that humans tend to walk more heavily on their dominant side. So if they are right handed, they tend to favor the right leg and, as such, tend to walk in an anti clockwise motion over time. Charles states that men who get lost in the wilderness die of shame. A badly wounded Bob later dies just as they are about to be rescued, and the film subtly implies that he was so ashamed at having to be saved by the man whose wife he was having an affair with and whom he just tried to kill, that he simply gives up the will to live. Okay. That is it. The scrolls are closed. And hello to FKHC 2005, sometimes known as Tim. All right, so that was The Edge from 1997. Um, was there anybody in the chat who was watching this movie for the first time? If so, what did you think? All right. Well, would like to remind everyone that Western Cinema Presents will return after the Super Bowl on February 15th, back at its regular day and time. And of course, join us right back here. Same bat time, same bat channel. For the next episode of Action Theater. I am going to be joining the gang over at Thursdays on Off the Covers channel in about 20 minutes or so. So join us over there. Later on tonight at 11 p.m. Will be my program, Coming Attractions, where I'll let everybody know what I'm going to be up to for the next week or so. Up to and including my appearance tomorrow night on Films with Friends over on Big Al Presents. This week's movie is Deathstalker 2. And we are going to be watching the 77-minute director's cut, which is also available on Tubi. So if you can't join us live, then you can find the film there on Tubi. Let's see. If all goes to plan, I'm going to be joining Pop Culture Minefield at 4 p.m. on Saturday. And as Gary and the gang around wind up Robert Duvall week with Deep Impact. Later on that night at 9 p.m., I believe, Netters Network's Retro Cinema. This week's movie is going to be The Green Mile, Frank Darabont adaptation of the Stephen King film. And Bill, are you back with us? Are you going to have karaoke Saturday night? Okay. All right. Bill's still taking care of things backstage. That gets us on over to Sunday. And I do want to remind everybody that that Bill will be continuing his NFL coverage. There's going to be, the Rams versus the Seahawks this weekend. And there's, of course, the Broncos versus...
Go Broncos!
Broncos versus...
New England Patriots.
Right,
New England Patriots. And it's in Denver. It's in Mile High.
Nice.
In Power Field. And it's going to be cold in Denver.
Yes, it
Sunday.
is. All right.
Sorry, I was away. I had to.
No, that's okay.
To take care of.
I've amped. Yeah. So
I actually will be doing a karaoke starting at about 7 p.m. But we're not going to go too late because the game comes around right at 1 p.m. my time.
Okay. So yeah, I will join you if possible. We will see.
Okay.
I might be on the Retro Cinema program. I'm not sure yet. I'm waiting to hear back. But yeah, so there will be karaoke, folks. And of course, Bill's going to be covering both games for the Outlaw Bill Sports Network.
Championship weekend.
Yes, championship weekend.
Winner goes to Super Bowl 60.
Indeed. And let's see. 8 o'clock on Sunday will be my program Unscripted, which is part of a new block of programming, which is going to include Geeky Geezers, where I will be making an appearance this week for at least part of the show. I'm going to be doing I'm going to be involved with the Good Old Days segment this week. So I am going to be on Geeky Geezers as well. right after that will be at 11 p.m. Eastern. Will be reserved seats. Joe's Atmosphere is going to be joining me, and then stay tuned. Right after that, you'll be sent back to Troy's channel for his Doctor Who rewatch as the episode arc with the Daleks concludes. And Monday, assuming the weather cooperates, is going to be Mystery Movie Night. So the Mystery Movie Night podcast is going to return next Tuesday at 7. And then right after that will be live from Sparkwood 21. Troy Netter, Boomer, and I are going to be watching part 2 of the fan edit of Firewalk with Me. And then, let's see. Like I said, that brings us back on over to Thursday. And do we have a movie picked out for next week, Bill? Or do we need to consult one another as to what we're going to?
Yeah, I don't have one right off the bat.
All right. Well, when we have that worked out, folks, we will of course let you know.
Yep.
Yeah. Because we got a list. We just got to go through it and decide which one we want to do next.
Yep.
So there we go. All right. And enough of my yakking, as I always say at the end of every broadcast from HQ, our second home office in Arizona, and all points north, south, east, west, and beyond. Good night. Take care. Stay strong. Be safe and healthy. Don't get lost in the Canadian wilderness and piss off any Kodiak bears.
Yeah.
Especially if they're hungry. Because this is how we win. And of course, take it away, Bill.
And as I always say, always remain to be excellent to each other. Party on, and we'll see you on the next one.
All right.
Later, folks.
Take care. Yes, and do not eat the yellow snow. There'll be much crying.